You're watching today's Money TV show. Join top innovators, investors, and business leaders as they share insights for success in today's fast paced economy.
Welcome to today's Money TV show, your go to source for the latest insight in finance, investment, travel, technology, and business growth. Whether you're an entrepreneur, an investor, or simply someone looking to make smarter financial decisions, we've got you covered. Join us as we explore trending topics, interview industry leaders, and offer practical advice to help you navigate and excel in today's economic landscape. Let's get started and discover how you can take control of your financial future. Today, we're thrilled to have Dr. Joan Bajorek with us, an accomplished entrepreneur, investor, and influential voice in the industry. She's here to share her insight on entrepreneurship and future-proofing your future in today's driven world. Let's jump right in. Hi, how you doing?
I'm well. How about you?
Wonderful. Thank you for being on the show. So, Doc, tell me a little bit about yourself and a little bit about what you guys do.
Absolutely. Well, greetings from Seattle. I am an AI entrepreneur, influencer, investor, podcast host, and to be author. Really excited. So,
Multi-talented.
yeah, all the things, right? I have a PhD in speech language technology and a master's in linguistics. So, really come from the technical side of the field. Have built a nonprofit, Women in Voice, which is an international nonprofit across the years, and been on the technical build side as a VP and advisor to startups and enterprise. And today, I'm the CEO of Clarity AI. We build custom AI solutions for SMB.
Nice.
And yeah,
Nice. Nice. Very cool. So tell me a little bit about what is future proofing your future with AI.
absolutely. Well, AI is here, right? That's like not new news.
AI mania is what I claimed it.
Absolutely, but it's more democratized than ever, right? ChatGPT is changing the game. People are like, "Wait a minute, I could build this. We could do this." So there's a lot of shifts in jobs in the future of work, and there's this really cool study about Upwork jobs after ChatGPT came out, looking at 5 million freelance jobs. That
Wow.
it's or just this data set is wild that there was a 33% decrease in writing jobs. Not so surprising,
Right. Right.
almost a 40% increase in video production and editing jobs. So even though
Hmm.
we're seeing, reductions at Intel, right, these different things, there are huge opportunities in parts of the field. So I
Right.
really think being resilient, learning tools, being adaptable, I think that's what we all need to really get more ready for.
Yeah, I think the Writers Guild, part of their strike was that they didn't want any AI writing scripts because right taking their jobs, the creativity. I mean, they do a proficient job. I've seen some amazing things that it does, but I think part of it also is being able to, like I think AI does code, correct?
It does.
Right, they got Chat GPT that does code, but I think part of it is just like anything creative or anything technical. We had one attorney situation where he did his motion, didn't check it out, and he got in trouble for it. And this is one of the issues that I think, even with coding, that it's not perfect, right? You still need a human interaction or oversight.
Absolutely. We call it human in the loop.
Human
You
in
don't
the loop.
want to
Okay.
send something unless a human has checked it. A real human, sentient being has checked that code, has checked the copy they send out about your company, right? But we do need probably fewer of those people and honestly, usually more senior to be checking it and give the thumbs up before whether the code gets shipped, the images, etc. So there's a divide in what jobs are needed and who's needed in
Right.
teams.
What about the junior, I guess, programmers? That are you saying that basically those guys have been replaced by AI?
I'm saying there's a lot fewer software engineering jobs. It really scares people. They thought software engineering, six figures, I'm good to go.
Right.
Really, that's not the case anymore.
Wow.
I've seen dev teams reduced by 70%. It's wild.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Don't mean to scare
Now,
people, but just the reality.
yeah. This is what's happening. But that's not the only job that's out there.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that even I compare it to the gold rush. The miners were making the money during the gold rush, but really, who was making the money? It was people supplying those miners and all the tools that goes with it. Which goes the same thing with AI. You've got IT network professionals. You've got people that are building out. Server farms that still need to be supported, server farms that need to be upgraded to the new AI chips that are coming out. So I don't think that it is the end all be all of being in those industries, and there's opportunities elsewhere. You just have to adapt. Now, where do you see careers going in the future?
Oh gosh. Well, I want to just at least address I don't think AI is the golden ticket. Like being able to
Okay,
work in AI, people are like, oh, I'll just be safe this way. I've been into AI layoffs. I got to tell you,
really?
despite
Okay,
PhD and several like years of experience, that's not going to save anybody, I don't think. But I think you're right that there's tons of technician jobs or really seeing different perspectives. My team, we love building AI solutions for more trade and blue collar sector. You
hmm,
still need waste management, you still need food, agriculture, you still need electricians. Like there are some things that we're going to need that are always going to be the case, I think.
right.
So really being flexible and thinking outside the box maybe is a piece of this puzzle.
Okay, all right. Now, tell us a little bit about your book.
Yeah, my book is called Your AI Roadmap: Actions to Expand Your Career, Money, and Joy. And it really is preparing people, future proofing on that career side and the personal finances, getting people ready for whatever, resilience that they might need in these turbulent times.
Right,
Yeah,
right. So it's basically a roadmap for, I guess, the future for people today and their careers that are coming up. And is it a very like defined of what are the steps that you take, how you're doing?
it's very research driven. Maybe you've noticed my number, love of numbers, but it's got a lot of research and also really practical hands on exercises. I have different methods that I recommend: the STAR method, the WHOOP method, as
What's
well
the
as,
STAR method?
yeah, it's called situation, task, action, result. So instead
Okay,
of a fluffy story, you give really concrete, what was the situation? What was the task you needed to do? How did you act? What was those tangible results you got from doing those actions? Very common in Amazon interviews. You actually have to have several prepared. Thinking
right.
so many Amazonians, but really thinking about how you translate your experience to the listener, to those next opportunities,
Okay.
is a really important storytelling opportunity in a professional setting.
And your book tells you how to do this and go through. That's one thing I think today is that a lot of how-to books tell you, but there's no exercise, there's no interactive of anything in any way. You're like, okay, well, you just gave me information. What now? Right.
Totally. And we
So
want that inspiration, but you also have to act. You
right,
gotta do
that's
the
right.
actions.
That's right. And you've got something that's interactive about your book also.
We do. Yeah, we have a corresponding quiz, your personalized AI roadmap, where you answer a few questions about career, finances, how you're feeling about different things, and we give you ideas of what we recommend, A, B, and C.
Oh,
For that
wow.
specific
Okay.
person, here's what we'd recommend. So you can find that on yourairoadmap.com/me.
Okay, wonderful. And we'll have a QR code for that too. So, they can do the little QR and ready to go,
Ooh,
right?
yeah.
All right. So, as a wrap up, how can somebody align themselves with you and learn about more about what you do and maybe even work with you?
Yeah, well, please find me on LinkedIn. My name is very unusual, Joan Bajorek. You can find and pre-order the book at yourairoadmap.com. And there's that quiz, yourairoadmap.com/me. If you want us to think about building AI with you, we do an excellent job. HireClarity.ai, HIRE, like hire us. There's so many
Okay.
domains already were taken. So HireClarity.ai.
Okay. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. We appreciate your time and look forward to seeing you next time.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. It's great to talk to you.
Have a great day. Today, we spotlight a visionary leader shaping the future of business. We are thrilled to introduce Mike Burdeov, the founder of Solar Conversion Lab Academy. Mike is revolutionizing the solar industry by offering education and business opportunities that empower entrepreneurs and professionals to harness the power of solar energy. Stay tuned as we dive into how his academy is paving the way for a brighter future and more sustainable future. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Good, Hugh. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
Mike,
thank you.
I've been excited to hear about your investment opportunity, education. There's a lot of great things that's going out there with regenerative energy and solar. Tell me a little bit about you and what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Mike, and I am the founder of Solar Conversion Lab. Essentially, I am a solar broker, and as well as the founder of our academy that helps people also become solar brokers. And that's basically it. We help people who are either working either dead end jobs or want to get out of the rat race, become more location independent, and increase their income.
Okay. Well, so you're doing education through your academy. What kind of education do you guys provide in your academy?
So what we do is, in any of the sales processes for basically selling solar or become a solar consultant, we cover the entire process on the sales side. So that includes lead generation. We teach people how to generate leads, whether it's through Facebook ads, Google, TikTok, believe it or not, and YouTube. And then from there, we also teach how to do appointment settings to actually get people on a call so you can sell solar remotely. And then from there, how to actually close the deal, and then how to solidify the deals and contracts to work with installers.
Okay. So basically, how to get in the solar business from beginning to end. Do you have to have any kind of a background, sales background, degree, certifications, licensing, things like that? Is that required to be able to do something like this?
No, it's not, and that's a great question. So I actually personally never completed university, and I actually started as a salesperson in solar. And actually, the company I used to work for, I became top 8 salesperson out of 100
Nice.
within 6 months. So
Oh,
that's where
okay.
background, yeah. And we
Okay.
cover that. We help people without any experience. We go through the marketing foundations, and it's a lot easier because the learning curve is a lot lower when you're just focused on one industry,
Right.
um, as well as with sales. And me and our coaches for our academy, we've been through the entire process, and I've worked in multiple parts of the industry. So we help people overcome all the barriers of anything that they would kind of go through, any objections and hurdles. We cover all that. So to answer your question, no, there are no restrictions.
Okay. All right. So it sounds exciting. It's pretty much anybody can do it. You give them the tools, you give them the education to be successful. You've done it yourself, so you're obviously successful in what you're doing. Um, how much money can somebody make on this? Is this a like part-time thing, or do you have to be fully committed? That's a lot of things that people run into nowadays is that, I've got my full-time job, how can I sit there and do something like this? And then going back and forth. And now obviously anything in the world that is worth doing takes effort.
Right.
I understand that, everybody understands that, but how realistic is, am I going to put all this time and effort and put in something in there, like, and how much money can I actually make? you know is it how realistic is it?
It's very realistic to make over 6 figures. You can work either part time or full time, and another benefit is you can really work from anywhere. So, I mean, there are people who are making maybe $5,000, $10,000 per month working just weekends. Generating leads during the week. They could be working a full time job as well,
Okay.
and close a couple deals per month, and that's already $5,000 in their pocket. Full time, people can make over 300, 400, $500,000 per year. And that's, obviously, if you're working full time, you get to put more effort and you get to close a lot more deals. 10, 15 deals per month is absolutely realistic. Especially, the benefit is that we get to sell solar virtually. So we do it either through Google Meets or over the phone. And you get to talk to a lot more people per day. and you can do it from anywhere. I live in Europe in the summers, and I live in Latin America in the winters. So that's an added benefit. Make more money and live wherever you want.
So somebody can actually, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be in the US. So it could be domestic or international to be able to do this.
Right.
Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you have a US LLC, it's a lot easier.
Okay.
And an internet connection and a telephone um, would be very helpful.
Modern business today, my friend. That's exactly right. Now, I go through your academy. I've got my education. I'm ready to go. Is it like that's it? I just do an LLC and I go. Is this like a franchise? Do I hit the ground running? Like, is there guidance from the academy, or is like, hey, you're out and you see you later?
Yeah, that's a great question. So after graduating from the academy, a lot of our brokers who graduated, they can actually join our franchise, if you will, where we help them get set up with installers anywhere in the country. So that, I mean, that really is the toughest part, right? You have to learn how to generate leads, you have to learn how to set appointments, and then actually close the deals. And
Right.
then all the way after that, you have to figure out how to work with financial partners, and they don't approve everybody, as well as installers. So we give that added benefit to just cut out that entire process and work with our installers through our franchise. Um,
Okay. Yeah.
with Yeah, we'll do that for really anybody who succeeds in our academy.
Gotcha. So you go through the academy. It's like the McDonald's thing. You can't just buy any McDonald's. You got to go through McDonald's University, get your
Right,
education, get everything done. Then they'll give you a McDonald's. So
right,
same concept. I get it. Which it's actually a smart way because you'll be able to actually have the education, understand, set you up for success. Unfortunately, a lot of people that get into franchises or businesses don't have a background in it, don't really understand the business or the business as a whole, and
hmm
then all of a sudden say, "Oh my God, I've spent this time, this money, and what now? I'm not having success. I thought I was going to make this happen, and and it's just it's really needs to have education that comes through it. So I think that's definitely a minimum requirement. So it makes sense. So Mike, so we've talked about this opportunity. Come back on it. How do they get started? What do they need to do? What are the steps how do they contact you to get things moving?
So the easiest way is to contact me either through Instagram or LinkedIn, always active on both, as well as through our website, solarconversionlab.com. And from there, one of our coaches can reach out, or me, or one of our coaches will reach out and help people who are interested get it set up through the trainings, and as well as our weekly calls, so that within 2 months, people will be ready to go. And honestly, I'm sure we've already had people who have been able to close deals in their first month. But
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I think that's one of the things in real estate is they're like, well, if you close a deal within the first 6 months, you're doing great. You're like, I'm not going to be able to make a living at that.
right,
So
yeah,
that's a great thing. All right, wonderful, Mike. Thank you so much for being on the show, bringing this opportunity for our viewers. I look forward to hopefully seeing more of you, and I appreciate the time.
yeah, likewise. Thank you so much, you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you for joining us on today's Money TV show. We hope today's episode gave you valuable insight and inspiration to make informed financial decisions. Be sure to stay tuned for more expert advice, industry trends, actionable strategies to help you succeed. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and connect with us on social media. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep making your money work for you. I'm your host, Hugh Knight. See you next time.